big shout out to our fans, especially the students that showed up in the Oakland Zoo. For us to not be in school and no students here, it was an unbelievable turnout. We felt their energy, we needed their energy, and we fed off their energy. So, really, really thankful for that. Want to wish our football team good luck today. Hopefully we can be 2-0 today, and wish them great luck against UCLA. Really proud of my team. We fought for 40 minutes. We knew that they were playing really, really well right now. They're as talented as any team in the country. But we fought, and we got down early, but we stayed together. We stayed fighting. We got unbelievable contributions from guys on our bench. And then these two guys beside me were incredible all night. Obviously, Blake made some plays down the stretch. I think he scored 7 of our last 9. And then Jamarius was unbelievable throughout the whole game. We rode him. He carried us. He made big plays. He defended. Just an unbelievable performance by these two guys, but just as important, unbelievable performance by our whole team. Guys stepped up and made big plays. I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. I thought a guy that really stepped up and kind of turned the game around for us was Nike Sabande. His energy, he's a guy that didn't play much last game. I knew that he would be important for us today. And his energy, his driving, his passion, his finishing, his passing, all of those things were huge plays for us. He had a 2-play stretch where he drove it, drew contact, hit Nelly. Nelly hits a 3, then he comes down and he drives it again, and he gets fouled and scores, I should say. And that got the crowd into it. It got us going. And so, just really proud of him for staying with it. And so I'll turn it over to these guys, and I'll catch you on the end.
Jamarius, obviously, in a game like that, Coach talks about mental toughness. You knew every possession they were going to Baycott, and you knew offensively you guys were kind of struggling with threes. How do you guys kind of overcome some of those things and just kind of find a way to win?
Yeah, for us, we just try to stay even keel. They went on some big runs. Baycott was off to a hot start. He was dominating down in the post, and for us, we just tried to stay even keel, stay locked in, and understand that there's other ways to win in a basketball game besides knocking down threes. And for us, that was locking in on the scouting report and continuing to fight for one another.
Blake, you were held to about 5 points in the first half, but then you come out. You obviously hit the 3 to pick the lead that they would hold. You guys would hold the rest of the way. You also, when they had taken a 9-point lead midway through the second, you hit a 3 then that was pretty big. Were you like looking to push yourself more in the second half because you were held to only 5 in the first?
No, I play the same way every time, 5, 10, 0, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to play the same way.
JB, you guys were ice cold from 3 early in the game, but you were still finding ways to stick with it. What were you guys talking about as, you guys have been a shooting team for a lot this year, but still finding ways to compete with a ranked squad?
Yeah, for us, it was just continuing to fight, understanding that they're a lethal team as well. So for us, if we just take care of the basketball, get stops, that we'll get quality shots and they'll start falling. And Coach was preaching that to us all game long. So we just continue to follow him and understand that shots will fall, and they did for us.
You guys talked about this team loving to run the fast break, loving to use their speed. You limit them to 6 fast break points on the day. What goes into an effort like that?
Yeah, I would just say the emphasis started in practice for us. We knew they were a transition team. We knew how dangerous they was on the open floor. So for us, it was just getting back, identifying the man, understanding that you might not have your guy in transition, but getting on somebody is very important. And for us, we just tried to make sure that we got back and made them see multiple bodies.
It seemed like Baycott started off really hot, but you guys were able to slow him down at least a little bit. Still ended up getting double-double. But what went into defending him kind of later in the game and as the game wore on?
Team defense. You got to guard him with a whole team. He's a really good player.
It seemed like there was, you've emphasized a lot, communication. You guys did a lot of double teaming and quick switches. There wasn't too many times that with one of those switches that you guys left an open man. What goes into, what went into practice this week to make that sharp?
So what you said, communicating. That's going to be our word all year. Y'all going to hear me say it a million times because that's what's going to make us good.
You guys held Caleb Love to 7. He came in averaging like 18 points a game, leading the ACC. What did you do against him?
We just tried to, put bodies in front of him, make every shot that he took a contested shot. and you know, it worked out for us today.
Mars, have you ever been as hot as that in your life? Is that kind of one of the best games you've ever played?
I mean, in college basketball, yeah, but I just give all the glory to God and just keep it pushing.
Jeff, you've had success against
Yes,
UNC.
Thank you.